Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of One Day at a Time, a Space Engineer Survival playthrough. Let's go ahead and get started. A lot has happened since our last episode, and I want to briefly cover that before we start talking about what our plans are for this episode and what's going to be happening, I'm going to say concurrently. Real quick, I'm going to show you the to-do list so you can see what we do have planned. I have left the connector for the assault vehicle on the to-do list just because I would like to have a dedicated connector for it, but we did actually adjust the hinged connector so that the assault vehicle could be charged, so that's kind of been taken care of. I did get the Buffalo back to base, and I've actually put it to work a couple of times just trying to collect resources. So let's talk about what we're going to try to do. The Buffalo, I think, is going to be a big part of us getting the work on our DB base, large grid mobile base going. So like I said, I've got it set up. It's completely functional. I changed a couple of things on it. I replaced the survival kit, which we didn't have the medical components to repair. I replaced it with a basic refinery. And I've also taken the basic assembler off of our lake outpost here. I really didn't need it since we have the full one, and it was kind of confusing, the tasking. So I took that off there and I've put it on there. So we will have the ability to refine basic materials and make basic components remotely. We'll be able to do that over at DB base. It has two large containers, so one is going to be ore and ingots, and the other one is going to be components. That being said, I want to take as many components as I can up there so that we can get everything in place and build off our projection up there. There are a lot of components stored in the large container on DB base, so I also need to be able to move those out so that I can grind down that large cargo container and make the adjustments for our new rover design. The work on DB base is going to be done via time lapse, so we're not going to be doing that live during this taping. It'll be done after this taping and it will be inserted in. I am expecting, I don't really know for sure, but I think we're going to be sitting around maybe 10 or 15 minutes as far as time lapse. So in the meantime, we kind of need to prepare for that and the things I want to do. We need to add an event controller for ice production here at the lake outpost. Ice production is actually causing a big problem. We saw it with our miner. It fills our miner. Because our miner is first in line from the advanced drill, it's pumping it into those cargo containers. We need to stop that. We need to start thinking about building a large H2 tank just to help use some of that ice. I want to put a program block for inventory management. We'll probably use Izzy's IIM, Izzy's inventory manager. There you go. And then hopefully, and then I'll have to tweak with that. So that's what we're going to try to get done during the live taping here. A couple notes. I have been working all week to get a second PC up so that we can have a spectator cam that will allow for, I think, better time lapses. A lot of frustration. I think we've got it working, but I'm still getting used to working back and forth between two computers at the same time. So if I make mistakes, I'm sorry. Second, I did a lot of repair work on the wrecks that we brought back, and I'll show you those here momentarily. But since we're talking about spectator, let me go ahead and introduce you to our spectator. This is Mom Bear. Hey, Mom Bear. Are you comfortable? You good to go? Awesome. I really dig the pink, by the way. Okay, anyway, she's tired of hearing. Anyway, okay. So Mom Bear is going to be our spectator. And like I said, I'll be able to set up better camera angles for time lapses with that. Couple of game and mod notes. I am considering getting rid of the eat, drink, sleep, repeat. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea or not. It's become more of an annoyance than a challenge. If you think we should keep it in for the challenge, we'll keep it in for the challenge, no big deal. Secondly, I went into modular encounter system and I made an adjustment to the spawn rate. So hopefully we will not be seeing as many spawns as we have, which just kind of like clog up the area. And the spawns are basically determined by the amount of distance traveled. So I expanded that distance traveled almost 3 times of what its default setting was. So I'm hoping that will improve our experience and not make things so absolutely ridiculous, because stuff is just starting to pop up like weeds everywhere. So those are a couple changes I made. So let me get real quick, I want to check to see if we have an unknown signal, because if we've got an unknown signal, I'm actually going to need to go get it, because like I said, this eat, sleep, drink thing has gotten a little out of hand. And some bad news, when I returned to the base from retrieving the buffalo, Cub was nowhere to be found. So Cub has either run away, depressed because he couldn't make it up the stairs as easily as he should, or my guess is he ran out of energy and despawned. Anyway, I don't know for certain, but he's not here. We don't have the credits to build another one right now, so we're gonna have to wait to do that. I think that might be a good idea anyway, just because I think the gravity here on this planet made it difficult for Cub. Update on the Rex. Our little fighter here. I got the stuff that was broken fixed. I added the stuff that was missing. Tried to take off and this thing would not get off the ground. I added these thrusters. I added 3 more additional down thrusters, and I got it off the ground. That's about it, guys. This is an awesome looking little platform. I'm definitely going to keep this. I'm definitely going to try to work with this, but this is not good on this in this high gravity without a major redesign. And I mean, we may have to do something. We may have to do something, but you go through hydrogen so fast with these small hydrogen tanks. I couldn't keep it. We'd be crashing it in a heartbeat. No, it's no wonder why it crashed in the first place. And these large flatmos are really the only thing I felt I could put on there without completely ruining the design of it. And this will get it off the ground, but this is a small battery flyer. And we're going through power really quick. Alright, this little guy, talk about a pain in the butt. Got everything fixed on him, no issues. Getting him off his side was a lot harder, just because he had no power in the battery. I had to do some weird lever physics stuff to get that done. And then he fell back over after I did all that work. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Just this little ammo. We're going to add a couple of Atmo thrusters to this that look like they are missing. Namely, the ones that should mirror on this side. We're going to have to replace all of those. And this guy will probably work really well. But right now he's just charging up. I'm not worried about that. The buffalo. Okay, so
I guess you like climbing ladders then?
Don't want to fall and die. The buffalo. This is where our survival kit was. Again, extended an arm with a connector. We still need to add another. We need to replace that turret. I took the air vent off here because it's not really useful here. and we added the basic assembler. I added no, it had 2 gyros. This contraption does work. I haven't done I haven't welded up a lot of the aesthetic stuff over here, guys. I'm not really worried about it. I just want to make sure that the drills work and the hinges and pistons and all that kind of stuff work. And they do. This thing does build or dig a nasty hole in the ground. It is originally intended to be an ice harvester, which it did extremely well. Made for a lot of, I'm going to say, hard times. But like I said, we have a ton of ice right now. But I've also used it. I've dug down back here and gotten some stone, just because we are going through materials really, really fast, and that has been frustrating to say the least. I am going to add a connector right here, right there, so that when this is deployed and it's down on the ground, that connector sticks almost straight up, so that we can bring perhaps this little guy
What goes up?
to grab. Ah, crap. I almost died. Dadgummit.
You know, engineer falls in top. Is a
Sorry.
story.
So that we can go hit like boulders when we need specific stuff, like cobalt or magnesium. So somewhere since my last save, or the last time I was on with this game, I lost a hydrogen bottle, because I want to say I had 2, and when I logged in I only had 1. So I've talked enough, guys. I'm gonna get going. This is the stuff we're going to be working on. Hopefully this spectator works, but let's get to work. Again, sorry for the ramble. I'll talk with you soon. Okay.
I guess you like walking?
I guess we'll see how that does. Somehow, I don't know if that's going to work. All right. I'm just hoping it doesn't. We don't end up destroying that. Okay. Need to... We're getting close to getting out of here. Heading up to the DB base. Let me jump in there real quick. Hopefully that'll work. Well, it looks like I'm not getting any stone from that. Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay, well, let's get to work here. I gotta transfer a bunch of stuff from that large cargo container, so that's what we're gonna be doing for a bit. Alright everybody, we've gotten some work done. Taking a lot longer than I expected. Getting the suspension kind of put in place so that I can perhaps lower this thing down. So this is what we got so far. As you can see, I'm doubling up the cargo containers. Like I said, I'll get these wheels put up, but we've got a lot of stuff we have to make. So, as you can see, I brought the big miner over to more easily harvest iron from the nearest boulder. Do have a magnesium boulder nearby, which isn't that important, but we had another a wandering merchant crash up there, and then we're gonna have to find some more iron. I thought I would be able to dig some stone out here, but we're not getting any stone, so we'll keep working. Hope the time lapse turned out all right. I'll be checking it here in a moment, but we're going to get this to the point, and hopefully this will be enough wheels for this to be able to safely make it. It's going to be really high centered, so it's going to be difficult, but I don't know, maybe that'll make for some crazy footage. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Totally new experience with the spectator cam. It's taken so much longer to do this, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the changes, and that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and share, and then leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will talk with you soon, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always be safe. Remember, close your visor, don't forget your dampeners, and I will see you on the other side. But until then, I should go.